as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff. A shoe caddy that was organized and it was too heavy and it fell on the floor and broke. So that's kind of the story of my craft room and how I'm going to get rid of the clutter, just focus on what I love and what I can do quickly and realistically. I started my decluttering journey in my craft room, which then became my tiny master bedroom after I decluttered it enough to make it a usable space. But one area remained craft storage space and supplies. It's actually also been delayed clutter and decisions because I don't know if you can see that adorable little handprint, but there's a lot of sentimental stuff in here that I haven't dealt with. These are all unused photo albums and scrapbooking supplies that I've never gotten to. These are unused photo books that I bought on clearance and I've had for about 8 years. And I don't even know what's in some of these anymore. Sentimental. That's part of my wedding dress, so that's sentimental. Sentimental mail I've gotten over the years. And this is what I'm going to deal with today. These are all the photos I have, I think, back as far as 2008. I don't even know what this is. When I moved, I wrapped everything in plastic wrap to keep them from shifting around in the drawers, and I haven't even opened that, and that was 4 years ago. At least I did organize them by year, but I don't know what's in here. It's just been overwhelming, and only now, oh my goodness, this is a big old chunk. This must be baby shower stuff. Let's see. Oh, wedding pictures. My mom made my cake. Okay. So all of this needs to be put into memory books, and I feel like that's gonna take forever. So I've been avoiding it. It's been procrastinating, even though it's kind of organized. It's definitely a big to-do on my list. So, so at least before this new baby comes, I want to get my other baby photos from 2 other children scrapbooked before baby number 3 arrives. This was in our first home, and we painted the walls sage. I just love that color. It was when I first heard of Moby wraps, and I actually made that out of a stretchy jersey sheet. And the quilt on the wall was something I made in high school, so that's definitely a good memory. So I'm gonna grab one of those photo albums and start sticking. Okay, I pulled out all my newborn stuff for at least my son, and I've got a lot of scrapbooking papers, and I choose not to do scrapbooking anymore because it's just a lot of little sticking and gluing, and it's just too much work. But because I do have even like wrapping paper from my baby showers, and of course things like handprints that I can't get printed off in a Shutterfly photo book, and also my friend made this really cute memory book. I will do a select 3 scrapbooks, an actual physical scrapbook for each kid, and obviously the 3rd one isn't here yet, but that way nobody feels gypped. But I think this will take probably more than 1 day, but I'm going to focus on my favorite newborn photos and memorabilia first. Some people might look at this and go, oh wow, I would just love to make really detailed pages. But at this point in my life, this seems like a lot of work and a lot of things to keep track of. So I'm just going to try to speed scrapbook, and then I'm going to give away the extra. I don't need to keep all of this wrapping paper. I probably should have just recycled this as soon as I got it, but I thought it was cute. So because I have it, I'm going to actually cut out scrapbook page squares from each of these and recycle the rest. I don't need to keep these heavy, bulky, folded up pieces. Post-move update. I'm still a little bit unpacking, trying to figure out places for things. I did get the majority of the baby books scrapbooked. While I didn't get my daughter's completely finished, I did get it put together so that I could easily pick it up again. I got my son's finished. And in the back, I've got some little memorabilia and stuff. now I can put these with our family photos over here. But because I wanted to make printables for the grandparents, I started doing Shutterfly books, and that is what I will continue to use, so I don't have all of the hard copies to print and organize and deal with it. It's all one project right when I order the photos. It's a lot easier to pull out a book like this, and the kids can enjoy it without having to be careful that things don't fall out and the sticky loses its grip, etc. So I recommend using a photo book service instead of the old school printing. I did not get all of it scrapbooked, but these are extra photos up through toddler years. So I did get quite a bit done beyond my son's newborn photo book. I didn't finish all of the photos. So what I've done is just kept things in this bin that I can easily pull out and do a little bit of scrapbooking here and there at the table and put it away to prevent clutter. So I thought I'd share that. And as I've been going through my craft room and decluttering, I found some old art from when I was in high school. Most of my art is from when I was in high school or year or two of college. And because after that, I was busy trying to figure out how to be a cook and a homemaker and then a mother. So I found this art and I really like it and I want to keep it, but it's kind of gotten aged and gross. So I don't want to throw it away. But if you've heard Peter Walsh talk, he says, if you value something, why aren't you taking care of it? So I'm going to show you my solution and making progress in valuing the things that I have. First of all, now I know I have it because I decluttered. But so here is a linoleum block cut or something like that. I'm not sure what's the right term anymore. I'll have to look it up. Printing, linoleum cut printing, I think is what it's called, that I did in on my senior year. And it's Briar Rose. It's a scene from one of my favorite artistic Disney movies. I think it took like 7 years for them to do the art for that movie. I'm not sure. But I just loved it, and the reason why I like the linoleum cut block art is because you have to think in layers, and so it's good for planning. You have to think backwards to the very first step. So as you can see, the first layer that I would have had to have done is the skin color. So I'd carve out the main shape of the trees and the girl and everything, and then you'd roll on the ink. It's basically like paint. You'd roll on the ink, and then it was that skin color. And then after that, I'd have to do brown, and then black, I think, for her clothes, and then oh nope, I got it wrong because the brown's on top of her hair. I think I did the skin color, then yellow, then brown, then black, then green. I'm pretty sure because it's all in layers like that. And so that was a really fun art project, and here it is all discolored, and I don't want to get rid of it, but I'm not going to put it up on my wall with that nasty discoloration. So I've come up with a way that I'm going to preserve it, and it might just kind of do the same thing because of what I'm going to use, but it's going to be better, and I'm going to see it on my walls now. So let me show you what I've got planned over here. Cut out the negative space, and I'm going to spray the back of it with this and just adhere it like that. And so I'll cut out that nasty stuff and do the same with the white. I'll spray it, and then with the this other one up here, and then I'll be able to put it back together and put it up. Probably for my daughter's room because she likes that story. And then I've got these other art pieces that I did that they're really faded, so I'm probably gonna take scan them or take a photo of them and then brighten them and maybe put those ones in a little folder or something. But basically try to liven up my craft room with some art that I've done that makes me feel happy. I don't have to keep all the art I've done. I already tossed out some from my portfolio. The homework I did not enjoy and I don't like looking at. I just recycled it. Instead of saying, oh, I paid money for that class, I need to keep everything. You know, the skills I have now, I can just work from there. I don't have to keep and look at stuff I didn't even remember I had it. So anyways, that's part of my process of going through my stuff and valuing what I have, taking care of it, and yeah, just wanted to show some of the art and get you inspired to go maybe look at your old art and figure out a way that you can display it if it needs some fixing or some putting into frames, and go enjoy your space. Bye.